That's Reddy. He is our professional biker who's famous.
Woohoo!
And we are also trying to catch Kiran. Come. Our director Kiran finally on the camera. And yeah, this is going to be a very special video. So is there a middle path? Do you think, like it's either you are yogi or you are a simp?
Bhogi.
Bhogi.
Yeah, bhogi means a person who partakes
Perfect.
of things, right? And yogi is a person who's detached from things. So if you look at a middle path between the two, it's like how do I engage in the world while also being detached from the consequences
So
of
how
my
do we
actions.
engage? How does this man, this so-called the new man?
If you look at relationships again, I would say we're looking at it from a single player mode is one thing. Together when we're in a situation, it's like a buddy pair system, like you and I. And then again, how do we relate with the world around us, right? So a lot of male importance, perception of where they belong is also dependent on where they fit in into the world around them, right? So I am not going to feel respected if society doesn't respect me. There has to be an external validation that supports my sense of being. My self-esteem is equally dependent on my social status. Ideally, of course, we'd like to say that, oh, I don't care, my self-esteem is what matters to me. But if that was the case, then we wouldn't have all these problems. So a certain sense of social validation is important to bolster that self-esteem.
So how do you get the social validation? The purpose.
In
If you're going to detach, nobody's going to come looking for you.
Exactly, right? So if you're detached, then you're detached. तब तो मतलब ही नहीं है, दुनियादारी का मतलब ही नहीं है.
Correct.
So in this case, it's like I keep coming back to this idea of what's my purpose, right? What skills can I develop towards that purpose, and how does my defined purpose fit in with the larger community purpose, right? So if I decide that my purpose is to brew the perfect cup of coffee, right? Now I say, okay, if I have now mastered the skill of making a perfect cup of coffee, in a relationship, I can use it to say, you know what, love, I will make the perfect cup of coffee every morning for you,
Yeah.
right? So in that relationship, and you respect
Yeah.
me for that one particular skill that I have.
Actually, I keep telling my friends that, one of the reasons I fell in love with my partner was like every day, no matter how bad fight we had, everything, I will get a perfect cup of chai. The correct color, the correct tea leaves. And people don't realize, as a Malayali, we love chai. And maybe that's the love language, but the beautiful point you made, na, like if your purpose is making the right cup of coffee, the right cup of chai, so that be that. But get it. Dedicate your life just for that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And now that can again spread into a community basis. So you can become a barista. You can use that as a
Yeah.
profession. But
Yeah.
I will also make this perfect cup of coffee for a larger audience.
Yeah.
Beyond my partner and me, this capability and skill that I have will also garner me certain respect and validation from society.
Beautiful,
कि
yeah.
भाई इसका तो चाय क्या बात है,
I know.
right? So that becomes, now we are just using one example of
Correct,
a cup of
correct.
tea.
Correct,
The same way it's on me to figure out what I can do, what I can develop in myself, and how I can share that with my partner, how I can share that with the world, and develop a sense of purpose in the community.
It sounds like a lot of work, na?
It is.
Like for an individual to do it alone. I know I'm neither violent, neither I am sim. I know I'm in between, but I feel lost. I feel detached. I don't know how to come back to the group. I'm performing. I don't see a role. I want to make that chai, but I'm not able to. How do we? Because I do want to bring back the boys. I feel bad that I don't call people men anymore. I call them boys, but I want to bring them back because these are waste. These are lost beauty, lost generation. How do I inspire them? I know it's a big question. Come back. Let's play a game together. There is so much to offer, to discover, to create together. It's not like everything here is Elon Musk is obsessed with finding Mars. There is so much more that we can find. How do we inspire them to come join me for the game?
So if I were to look at it from the play perspective, right? One of the ways to bring a reluctant player into the game and get them playing is to prank them,
Ah,
right? So you prank them, you scare them, you surprise them, you shock them back into the game, right? So a lot of people are like now, men need safe spaces, men need safe spaces. But I am of the belief that men need danger zones. You need to be shocked back into a sense of, purpose, into a sense of identity, into a sense of belonging, into a sense of capability. And that won't happen with gradual nudging, cajoling.
Yeah, yeah.
There has to be an impetus, an explosive experience that happens. Which is why, if you look at it, why do people do drugs? Why do people want something that scares them? Why do people go and do adventure, extreme
To
adventure?
feel alive.
To feel it, right? To shock yourself back into that state of feeling alive, right? So now, if you look at it like pulling a prank, you wake up your partner in the morning. You should say, okay, you know what? My partner doesn't wake up on time. It's like, wake up morning and say, oh my God, there's a fire! Get up, get up, get up! We got to get out and run, run, run! Like, drag him out and run out, and then it's like, so you pulled a fast one on him, right?
Yeah.
Now he may be like, what the fuck?
But he's awake now.
But he's awake now.
He's awake. Yeah.
Now it's
You're
on
right.
him. He may be in that moment. He may be like, ah. But while you're having breakfast, you may be like, that was a good one. And now you laugh about it.
Yeah.
So I think we are
I
taking
think
it too
that's- yeah,
seriously.
you're right.
Let's
Yeah,
play with
yeah,
bringing each other's back into the game.
yeah.
Right? That, oh,
Yeah.
I must make my man more manly. And there's this, it feels like responsibility, it feels like work. Nahi yaar,
It sounds like work only.
it is work. You're making it work. You're taking it as a heavy burden
Yeah.
upon yourself.
Yeah.
I'm saying मस्ती करते हैं ना.
Yeah.
अभी दोस्ती में कोई एक बंदा खेल नहीं रहा है तो what will you do? You'll be like, hey, चलना चलना चलना. You won't be like, okay, I have to make my friend play. Let me make a 10-step strategy of how to make my friend play.
Yeah.
Anta, you'll be like, hey, chalna. You'll try different approaches,
Yeah.
and if he doesn't play, you'll just pull a fast one on him.
Yeah.
You'll eventually come back to something playful. It doesn't become work.
Reddy, thank you so much for joining us today. I think it was fascinating. I can see by the end I started smiling, even laughed with you on a prank. But I feel this is something we all genuinely should think about. How to relax. Like I always feel like as an alpha female or as a so-called as a feminist, we don't have to do everything. We have to really figure out how to share, how to unload. It's a lot of responsibility, like Reddy said. It's too heavy. How can we bring fun back? How can we actually have, lighten our lives a little bit and maybe have these pranks. I really have started believing conversations are overrated. Let's prank each other and let's really have fun. I hope so you liked the video today. This is the first time we had an outsider. Thank you so much, Reddy, for being the guest.
I'm an outsider.
No, the first
गैर
time-
मर्द,
No.
गैर मर्द के साथ
नहीं,
बातचीत चल रहा है.
I would say stranger, but ठीक है. But yeah, it was actually fun too. So yeah, keep watching, okay?